Hello and welcome to my playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics. This is the 17th story mission of the game, Bariaus Valley. This is also the last mission for a while to feature a guest, Agrias in this case. She joins the party after this one, which is great because I'm going to need all the help I can get for Golgorand, which comes up next. After that I won't get another guest until Rafa joins in Chapter 3. However, for the meantime, I have an empty spot, and as you can see I put Mustadio in it. He's not going to be coming to future fights, and I know last time I said that I don't like bringing guys who aren't coming to other fights because they just eat up job points and experience. But I thought I'd bring him along so that I could talk about him just a little bit before I throw him away. Now, Bariaus Valley itself is actually kind of an interesting map, because you've got this river going through the middle of it, there's an island there, you have these two deployment points. Lots of potential for something interesting, but it just doesn't seem to actually pan out. The two things that I do want to look out for are Agrias, because I have to save her, so if she goes down I lose automatically. And the weak right side, Timothy and Mustadio kind of have to hold that side all by themselves. Those are really the only two things that I think will trip me up, except maybe the wizard up there. So now Mustadio goes, so if you give him a bunch of jump, you can put him up on this island, and he has a lot of range, although he can't do anything with his first turn, so I'll show it to you once someone's moved into range. Ilya I'm keeping over here because I want her well away from that wizard, because he's really the one bad thing that could possibly happen to her. If he just drops a lightning bolt on her or something, she might get one shot, and that would be a big problem, so I've got her on the island where she's completely safe for now. Agrias, of course, is up front, and in theory she could take a whole lot of damage, but in practice she just never does. She's built like a tank. This guy can't even get to her with his first move here, although he's going to throw stone just to spite me, and it'll be blocked. The archer's a bit more of a problem, although with a 46% hit chance, maybe not so much. And then there's the wizard. He's really the biggest problem, but he probably would prefer to charge and blast one of my mages if he could. Oh, he's going with a dash. Interesting. And this guy's also a bit of a problem, mostly because the only guy over there is Timothy, so Timothy might get blasted, we'll see. And this wizard is going for Ramza because he's the only thing. But that means that the wizard has left himself open to a spear in the back, which I think is probably a tactical mistake on the AI's part. And there he goes. So that's great. Now I've got lots of room and I can move my own guys in. And I think I can probably pull off a Ramu. As you have probably noticed over the course of the past few fights, I'm really starting to abuse the summons. Now Timothy I've switched over to a Geomancer, and that's why. 56 damage. I was getting really tired of watching him do 20 as a thief, and he didn't really need more thief points. He's qualified for ninja on that front. And that is a nice Ramma. Oh, looks like the archer did land that shot. It's not going to be that important, though. Unfortunately, I can't hit this wizard, so I think I will content myself with this knight over here. And now Ilya can probably start healing, because... okay, that's not good range. Yeah, she's going to have to run over to that side. The river is not as scary as it looks. It's mostly depth 1. It's not that hard to get across. And you can actually reach across it with spells pretty easily, so I'm just going to drop a Moogle on Agrias, because I want to keep her relatively high. It would be a shame if I were to lose her just because I was being lazy. It's actually not all that great. Ah, 70 damage. That's a little more like what I was expecting. So I think now I'm going to have Mustadio charge forwards a bit so he can actually shoot this guy, because he's out of range right now still. I did give Mustadio a bunch of jump points. That's how he managed to get to the top of that island, and that's why he can move like this right now. It does afford him a lot of mobility. No, that's unfortunate. I guess the tree is in the way. And he can't even shoot that knight, so that's it for your turn. Agrias is wisely trying to deal with the archer. Don't get to say that the AI is being wise very often. Guess it does mean she's taking a sword in the back. That'll have her... Oh, never mind. They almost had her down below 100. Now, let's see. I might be able to just finish this guy. Might have been exceedingly optimistic. Okay, now I will definitely be able to finish this guy. The only question is whether he's going to need a bolt or a full Rameau. Nope, bolt's too short. Actually, not that much overkill. Must be some bad sign compatibility or something. And I have a feeling that we can probably get this wizard down before he finishes whatever he's trying to cast. Yes. He already took more than 40 damage, and he's going to take more when he's casting. And this should wipe out this knight, which means that we've only got the archers left. Fights are a lot easier when you have some serious offense. And I should probably get her up there and see if I can Moogle. Maybe that's not so useful. Out of range of Agrias. And there's the jump again. It's actually really nice on this map. Kind of surprised just how nice it is, actually. It's actually not so great. I was hoping that they would choose to give her Crush Punch, because I like that a lot better than Split Punch. And actually, you can get different skills on Agrias just by trying this fight over and over again, because this fight is when they generate them. But that's a little too cheesy for me. Also, normally you wouldn't be able to make this. Okay. I thought the spear might be able to reach the distance, but apparently that is not the case. So I will just potion Agrias. She was actually getting a bit low. Let's see if we can reach something. No, definitely not. Never mind. Let's see if he can finish her off now. Close. This is so much better than when he was a thief. Yeah, still can't actually do anything. Might not matter, since both archers are now in critical range. Check that. We've got one archer left. Well, I can actually cast something, so I might as well, finally. She's not even going to try for Agrias. Oh, denied. And maybe I can finish her off. It's turn 6. Yeah, everybody's going to go first. I don't even need to bother. Maybe Mustadio can finish her. Oh, another tree in the way or something. Alright, get her, Agrias. Oh, wait. Oh, it must be because of the death sentence. That's okay. I can finish her off. There we go. So that does it. That is Bariaus Valley. I'm not really sure there's a whole lot to say. It's kind of a filler fight, but you do get Agrias, which is going to be great. Next up, we've got, of course, Golgorand Execution Site, which is probably the hardest fight in the chapter. Easily the hardest fight I've faced so far. So stick around, because that one's going to be pretty intense.